It starts with one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I'm designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on to didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me. I'm surprised it got so things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I put my trust in you. Just as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I've put my trust in you. Pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Hello everybody, welcome to a new video. Spooky CJ here, and today we are doing the theory. Is Bardock the first ever Super Saiyan? Psych! We are doing how did the Saiyan race get created? Now, the reason I'm playing with Bardock in the background is because Bardock. Let me explain first a little bit of history for any of you guys that haven't seen this special, because this special that is in the background now, which is a special with Bardock, you can see it now on YouTube. Some people have uploaded it. But when it first came out, it was only on a video game that you brought, Dragon Ball Z for Connect. A lot of people haven't brought it. Even my best friend, he never had the game. So a lot of people haven't seen it, so I'll give you a quick history lesson. So as you can see right now, this is the part, even in the series, where Bardock gets blown up by Frieza's supernova, and he dies. That's not true. Even though it said in the beginning of the series for a while, he didn't die from Frieza. He didn't die. He actually died from old age. Right here, he's seen dying, but he doesn't. He ends up getting sent back in time to before the Saiyan race even exists, which is why we're doing this theory, because Bardock is the one Saiyan, and then there's these little purple things. He's the only Saiyan alive at the time. So how did the Saiyan race repopulate? So as you can see here, this guy is Chilled. He is Frieza's ancestor. And these are his soldiers. And those little purple things right here, oh, you missed them, but you guys should have seen them, I think they're what the Tuffles evolved into. So, how did the Saiyans exist? Now, this is stuff I've collected over the internet from different series. I've heard in different places, some books and some wikis and stuff like that these people here are what evolved into the Tuffles. The Saiyans at first didn't have a planet. They just traveled around the galaxy taking planets. So, if that's true from my sources, then Bardock really wasn't the first Saiyan alive. Because if Saiyans are supposed to be whole Saiyans, there was only Bardock. And without giving a science lesson, you need, a guy and a girl to have more Saiyans. Just like how Gohan was born. So he can't make one without having half-breeds, like Gohan, Saiyan human. So, how did the Saiyans get there? My theory is that the Saiyans already existed. Bardock just got sent back in time. Bardock is here in time before anyone else is ruler. I know he's at least before he exists, or he'd be meeting himself. And I don't think he did, because he never met this guy. He met Frieza. So this is Frieza's ancestor, and he does have family. So Bardock is, though, the first Super Saiyan, because since he's sent back in time, he is the first Super Saiyan because he's the first one that transforms, way back in time before Frieza. The only way to contradict that theory is if what is said about how Broly, there's a new legendary Super Saiyan every 1,000 years, maybe Bardock was said to be a legendary Super Saiyan because at the time, these purple things were extremely weak, Saiyans were extremely weak, and Chilled was considered strong. Very strong. That's what he was considered at the time. So, if Bardock did become the first Super Saiyan, from there it could have formed a legendary Super Saiyan, which is kind of what Broly is then. But at that time, that would be a legendary power. Like, he would be the Broly of their time because of how weak they are. So, anyway, if you guys want to see some more proof of why I think the Saiyans already existed, they're trying to take planets. And as it's repeated multiple times in the series that the Saiyans take planets. And even though they're part of the Planet Trade Organization because of Frieza, it's also stated even more times that they took the planet Vegeta from the Tuffles and then named it Planet Vegeta. And all the Tuffles want revenge because of that. All the ones that are alive, 5, probably even less, didn't really keep track. So, that's what it is. They took the planet, so where did they come from? Basically, my theory is they didn't have ships at the time, so they didn't get this armor and stuff. They didn't get all this stuff and good houses and armor and scouters. They didn't get any of that until they were found at the Tuffles, and Frieza gave them scouters and armor. But they got smarter from the Tuffles and from Frieza, so they were just, regular people. I'm pretty sure they were travelers. That I've heard Saiyans can survive in space for a while, but not too long, so they probably just went to small planets that were near or forced people to take them to other planets. But it's not really said more about the Saiyan history other than them taking that planet, so that's what I'm saying. They probably had small travel, and they did take the Tuffle planet, so they were somewhere before that. Only proving my theory more here, guys. So, we're going to make this a 2-in-1 theory. As I said at the beginning, is Bardock the first Super Saiyan? We're going to finish that up because that other theory I did took a lot less time than I thought it would. It's only been about 10 minutes, a little less than that. So, Bardock being the first Super Saiyan, yes, he is Bardock is the first Super Saiyan, even though he knows about the legend. Bardock himself hears about the legend that is actually about him. He is the legend. And also, instead of saying that Super Saiyan stuff, which I told you guys, we already know this, so we're not going to go over it very deep. We can explain more about that. That'll be for another video. I want to say something completely new, which is okay, after watching the Ultimate Super Saiyan Bardock right here, who's one of my favorite characters, which I'm going to make a video about that, but probably during the weekend because those videos take a little while, is how did Bardock get sent back in time by Frieza's supernova? Now, it's not just the supernova that sent him back in time because the whole planet got blown up and none of them went back in time. And a ton of Frieza soldiers got hit by it, and they didn't go back in time. So what made Bardock go back in time? Now, what I think made Bardock go back in time is his psychic ability. He has the psychic ability from the Carnassians, yeah. The Carnassians gave him that ability. One of them did, so that way he could see his own planet destroyed. But did his psychic powers actually save his life? Because now that he's back in time, he's here, but nothing is shown of him using his powers. I don't think nothing is shown of him using his powers here. So, did his powers transport him back in time, and how did they do it? Now, he has the power to see the future. So, since he has the power to look into time, his brain knows a lot more about time than the average person does. So, was he able to use his brain to instead travel to the past? Now, the supernova did use a lot of energy nonetheless, and Bardock had some energy too and psychic power. Did he use that energy to charge himself enough to send him in a one-way trip back to the past? That's what I think. Now, well, that's not what I think, but that's what I'm saying. So here's what I think happened. It did involve Bardock's psychic powers. That is absolutely the reason he got sent back. That's a positive check right there. Because he's the only one who got hit that had psychic powers, and he's the only one that got sent back. That's the reason he got sent back. And that's what I'm thinking. Now, the next part to that is how did he get sent back in time? I said the first part that he used his psychic powers, but that shouldn't be enough because, well, other people can see the future. Baba can see the future. You don't see her going back in time. And she has basically the same powers as Bardock, but maybe a little different. It really depends. So, that's how they're different. His psychic powers were different because Baba isn't going back in time. So, what else is there that made him go back in time? Getting hit by the amount of energy that he did sent him back. His brain or body or whatever used the energy he absorbed. Didn't really absorb, he got hit by it. But as you can see, his body didn't get eradicated right when it hit like the Frieza soldiers did. So his body got sent flying, absorbed some of the energy that was there, and used it to transport him back in time. That's why he woke up injured. He didn't get too hurt because he would have died. But he got hit with the energy, absorbed it, and used a ton of energy to go back in time. So, that's what I think. Anyway, now that this video is over, with the one we were watching, I'm wondering if this video that I was just watching was actually just fan-made. I think it was, because of the credits. So, I think this was fan-made, actually. But, yeah. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys like this 2-in-1 surprise special. I didn't say it in the name, as you guys are reading it now. next video. I'm going to make another video today, most likely, of me playing Xenoverse. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do it today or not, because it is where I am a Thursday right now at the time I'm making this video, and I do have school tomorrow on Friday, which sucks. But I don't to set it all up, and it won't even be too good. But set it all up will take a little while. So if I can set it up to look good enough in time before it's 6, because it's about 5:20 now, if I can upload this video and then have everything set up by 6 o'clock, and I can make it look good enough to do a video, I'll upload a Dragon Ball Xenoverse video, since I have that now. And I'm planning to make other videos soon. If I don't upload it today, I'm going to try to upload it on the weekend. Sorry about my schedule, and I think you might hear a little bit of yelling. That's my little brother out in the hallway. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate all the views and the subscribers, and this is just for you guys. Thanks for all the fun, and I hope to see you guys next video. Bye.